Let me see what I'm doing. Okay. Not necessarily a good idea. Oh. Oh. Come on. I try to be gone relatively early, and I don't come back till late. I make sure there's no mess. I don't make a noise while I'm here. I think I've been here off and on about 3 years now. Right. This way. First capture of the day, which means I am now a member of the human race. There you go. There you go. Practice. I collect bottles on average 6 to 7 hours early week, but during the later weeks I'm going to kick it up to between 8 to 10. I don't want to be identified with what I do. Oh, he's a Fasca pant Jäger, therefore he's like this person. It's a job. I do it the best way I can. I do it the most professional way I can, and I'm not in any way ashamed of it. It's how I make my living, it's not my life. People say things to me, people will even come up and ask me what I'm doing, though that's a really stupid question because it's actually fairly obvious. Okay. I'm open, I'm vulnerable. I'm out here amongst people every day. You're going to get the occasional one who feels either obligated or he has the right to judge and comment. As long as they're not particularly aggressive or particularly insulting. Okay. I grew up with books. I don't remember learning to read. As far back as I can remember, I've always been able to. When I was 8 years old, they tested my reading age and it was 14. I appreciate the power of words. If you're lying on your bunk in a cell and you're reading, and that author's taking you into a different world, it's like you're not doing time. You're not there. 3 books a week for the last 40 years. And that's a really low estimate. It's probably a lot higher. I mean, in prison I was doing a book a day. I need the library for the access to books and stuff like that. Yep. Read the paper, charge the phone. Even the homeless need to stay connected. Access to the newspapers means I know what's going on in the world, which gives me, I still care about what's going on. It's very easy to lose any kind of interest or connection or identity. And this enables me to maintain that. The bottles are basically been my only source of income for 4 and now coming into the 5th year. I can get by on 70. I could probably do it on 60, but I couldn't do that for too long because I like to, buy the good bread and not the cheap, nasty crap that's pumped full of chemicals. I've got competition. I can't really be wasting time. If I go in this direction, it's quite easy that someone might come up behind me and take what's ahead. When there's not that much out there, you don't want to be sharing it. I mean, seriously, from there to there, how long are we talking? 3-4 meters? It's your city, people. Keep an eye on it and take care of it. My mother didn't have particularly good taste in men. My father bailed out when I was less than a year old, and my stepfather, Mike, looked at me and thought, I can use that boy. And he did. When I was 14, my mother and stepfather were running, in English we call it an off-licence, a liquor store. And there was some shall we say, irregularities in the accounts and in the stock. So Mike asked for my help, basically to fake a burglary. I mean, as he said, you don't want Mummy to go to jail, do you? Obviously not. So I helped. That kind of broke any kind of moral qualms I might have had about it. Second time, pay some bills, you know, get a new place. Okay. That was the next, you know, pushed my moral boundaries a little bit further, and within 6 months, you didn't even have to convince me anymore, just ask. And that was it. I was a thief. Slowly but surely, I became the kind of guy that could walk out of a car across the road and into a bank and point a gun at innocent people. I didn't think of them as people. They were just people working in an institution, and I didn't identify with them. We started my criminal career together. We split somewhere in the middle, but we came together at the end. He was actually driving the car that was my getaway car, and I was in when they stopped us and arrested me. I got 8 years, he got 7. After getting out of prison, I had to go cold turkey. There's no detox. I had to stop it there, right? Otherwise it was going to kill me, or I was going to kill somebody else. I knew nothing about Denmark, which meant I wasn't likely to meet anybody who I knew or who did the things I used to do. You know, if I'd gone to France or Spain, I would have been tripping over English criminals. Greece even, or Italy. But Denmark? Who the hell's going to look for me here? I don't know so many people that they all know everything about me. And that was a really weird, the biggest risk I ever took was telling somebody about my past. People think robbing banks is, you know, it's brave. It's not. You're hiding behind a mask and a gun. It's opening up. That was the bravest thing I ever did. No pants. My mother and I were very close. She had some significant personality traits which were negative, like alcoholic and crap-tasting men. Yeah, I like a drink, but I also know I can't get into it as a lifestyle because it will kill me. Sweet. Before she died, my mother said to me something which probably I'll admit I cried, and probably for the first time in years. She said, even if you were not my son, I would still want you in my life because I like you. I think you're a cool guy and I've enjoyed knowing you. That was my connection with my mum, and I felt the same for her. She was a mate. She was a friend. I couldn't have asked for a better one. I write best when there's people around me who are doing other stuff, music playing, smoking, drinking, talking. I'm writing a lot of things at the moment, but my main focus of attention is a series of novels, started off with a trilogy. On the base level, it's a crime story about an Englishman who comes to Denmark. In a way, I've kind of integrated it with my English past. I really want the reader, when they're finished, to go, that guy knew what he's talking about. For me, really, it's kind of a therapeutic exercise. Get it all out on paper, see it, and basically work out my experience, my time, my feelings.
You know, if there's a full house, which is 70 seats, it would be like 7,000 kroner.
Der er en tryghed i, at det ikke han sidder over, fordi det skal han. Han hører ligesom til, har sin faste plads. Altså uden ham, så ville der ligesom mangle en puslespilsbrik. Så jeg tror, der var en speciel dag, hvor vi sad i 5 timer og snakkede filosofi og engelsk litteratur og samfundssyn, og der er ingen tvivl om, at man er højt intelligent. Og så får man jo selvfølgelig noget ud af at snakke med ham.
I'm going up to Skyville to visit my friends Anna and Simon. and not forgetting their children for Luca and Timmy. Big fan. Sam's a guy I met on Sam's about 10 years ago. Well, I'll probably grab a shower, we'll have some food, excellent cook, play with the kids, maybe drink a beer, just hang out, you know, he's a friend. Yes. And that way. Oh, someone about Luca? Hi, Scat. I had that effect on a lot of women. Hi, James. Hi, Mr. Dobson.
Hello, Mr. Rickley.
How's it going, mate?
Right, you?
No. So I'm going to have to go in that back. He's going to have to say that side of the door. Sorry. I know that's why you hit. No, stop it. No. Go.
Fordi han er hjemløs, det var... Det betyder, at når andre behov han har, det så selvfølgelig de fleste venner vil ikke gå ind i bruseparadis, så snart de kommer på besøg. Så på den måde er det lidt anderledes. Men efter han er færdig med at bruge bagførelse, så er det bare... Ligesom det var en anden ven på besøg. Det er hyggeligt, og vi er altid have det godt sammen, og har masser vi kan snakke om.
Yes! I like to play with the kids, and they like to play with me, and it's fun. We have fun. I mean, for Luca and Timmy, I'm just Dave, and you know, I play games with them, and I play with them, and they're either completely indifferent to who and what I am. We're sitting where?
Who founded in 1958 the Fifth Republic in France?
1958, Charles de Gaulle.
Yeah. Maybe you could start working back on the farms and then...
Done. That's what I think I was doing on film.
Yeah, but you went around looking for a job with a beard and a hair. You scared the employers off.
Yeah, I did a bit, to be honest. There's very little that that people would actually hire me for. You know, I don't have much of a CV. The thing about a prison record, and if you've got nothing else, it defines you. You are your record. I mean, of all the things I've done, of all the mistakes I've made, I should have got an education. It's a long shot. I can still take these back. I don't have to carry them around for morning.
Cool, have you got enough clothes on?
Yeah. Hi.
See you soon, mate.
Time to cash in. Oh, seriously? They're not going to clear it this time of night. The only other place open this time of night will be Kiwi. The parent system means I don't starve to death or mug grannies in the park. No, basically what it is it means I can work. Oh, seriously? Is this a conspiracy? This guy again? Yeah, it's got harder. There's less out here, more people doing it. People are just as nice as they used to be, you know. 2, 8, and 44.5. So that gives me 54.5. Cool. Oh. Okay, I'm tired now. I don't actually genuinely believe I'm going to be doing this forever, or even for that matter, for that much longer. And I have no reason why. And I don't know why I think that. I have no legitimate reasons to think that. But I do. A couple of years ago, I was lying in my bed. It was a warm summer's night. And I heard my mother's voice. I was asleep. I heard my mother's voice saying, "It's okay, hang on." It gets me up in the morning and it gets me out there. So even if it's a delusion, it's a pretty effective one. And I'm going to stick with it. At the end, when she was terminally ill, she faced the death and she didn't do it through a bottle. She stayed sober right to the very end. I was so fucking proud of her for doing that. She showed courage right to the end. That was my mum. I knew she was proud of me. I mean, when she died, my situation wasn't as it is now. But, you know, things have still been tight, things have been tough and stuff like that. And she knew that I wasn't doing anything illegal. And yeah, she was proud of me. And I was proud of her. I do not dream of a real bed because that's not an option available to me, and at the moment there's not even the possibility of that option. So it's like dreaming of freedom when I was in prison. I didn't do that either. I'll put my bag there and I'll go get my stuff. This is my life. I have to do this life as well as I can. If my life changes, then yeah, a bed will be nice. This bag is the basic, as you can see, this is the one that gets, if there is any snow, this is the one that gets it. The other bag. Set my alarm. I won't be cold in about 5 minutes, no. I got my cheque to cash tomorrow. You know, that's coffee, that's breakfast. I ain't got nothing to complain about. I had a good day. Saw some friends. Played with Luke and Timmy. Anything else would be rank ingratitude. I don't know how many years I've got left on this planet, but at the age of 46, it's probably less than I've got behind. So let's try and do something with them. It might be the best years of my life. You know, my life. This is me, people. The new me. Oh, prepare yourself.